Hey, what's green and hard and awesome all over? It's Metapod, and that's me. Okay, if you remember from last time, which was first episode, we fought Fireman and then Bombman, and now we're going for Gutsman. And if you listen, this is the first stage theme that has a remix or rearranged version for Anniversary Collection, and it's pretty cool. And it's totally not obnoxious at all. And the Anniversary Collection totally does not have messed up sound, so yeah. Actually, I do like this stage range theme though. Here's some lifts. They're really annoying hazard because you have to have pretty good timing on the jumps to get over them. Just watch the little green part and where it connects, and when it goes over those thin parts, it'll fall out and you have to jump right before that. Here I'm going to try and use Firestorm. I'm trying to use its shield ability to hit these guys, but I activate it like right as they're hitting me, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, the reason I fought Bombman before Gutsman was not because his weakness is the Hyper Bomb, but because I heard you could use the Hyper Bomb on these guys. And look, it worked, but then he came back. So I'm gonna try again. And then he just sits there with his shield out. He's pretty smart for a dumb guy throwing hammers at random like that. I mean, is that his job? So yeah, I'm just gonna take the rest of them out with this. So as far as I know, Hyper Bomb really has almost no use at all throughout the stages, and it's only really good for taking out Gutsman, which is sad because I really like to use special weapons in the stages. Yeah, I said before that this game had like a little bit of background and story to it, and I mentioned that Dr. Light built all of the robots that you're fighting, and they were turned bad. And he originally built them for different purposes than destruction, of course. Like Fireman he burned trash or something, and Bombman, of course, blew stuff up, like when they needed, like when you would normally use TNT or something in real life. And Gutsman was, I think he was a forest reclamation robot, so he like tore down trees or something. Isn't that terrible? But it's okay because Gutsman is hot. I mean, he's all bulky and cool colors, and look at him. He has the big jaw, and he's manly, and he has a hard hat. He's cool. I like robots and Gutsman a lot. But yeah, you can just stand here and shoot him. Dr. Light will call you and tell you in Navi mode that, watch out, he can do this stomping thing, but you don't really have to watch out for it because it doesn't matter. So I don't know why he tells you. Thanks, Dad. But, yeah, as you can see, you can use the Hyper Bomb, but because he jumps back and forth and the bomb sits around forever before it actually blows up, it's probably a lot easier just to blast him with your Buster. And he can jump up on those rocks where you are, but then you can just fall down. And but if he does touch you, it does some pretty insane contact damage, so watch out. Now that we have Gutsman down, we can go to our next stage, which I'm going to go to Cutman's stage, because the Rolling Cutter is the item you get from Cutman, and it's pretty cool. I like to get it before going to Electman stage, especially. Yeah. So here's some more rearranged music, yay! And now we have Super Arm, which is a little more useful than the Hyper Bomb, I guess, because you can actually do things sometimes with it. You can pick up blocks that are around stages, and it's the only thing you can do is pick up blocks and throw them. Oh, the shield lasted forever here. Sometimes it just goes for a long time, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if there's a way to control that. Here, Dr. Light tells you if you fall into a hole, you die. Which, I guess people didn't play. I mean, people did play games back then, but I mean, like, this could easily have been someone's first platforming game. But then again, this was on the PlayStation 1, so who's playing this on PlayStation 1 and doesn't know that if you falling in a hole is going to be bad? And also, because you can pick the order of the stages, I guess this means they were assuming you're going to play Cutman stage first, because they don't tell you can fall in pits anywhere else. And I think there are other little notes like that throughout the stage. Note that you can just run by all of those shooting things. You can actually do that with all of them, but I kind of sucked. And as long as you know the pattern of where to run, where to stand, stuff like that. Notice how useful Firestorm is, and how I'm not really using any of the other weapons I've obtained, because they're really not that helpful. And so these guys here that go back and forth, they're called Susie. Or Octopus Battery. I think Octopus Battery is their English name, though I think they've been slowly turning into Susie. The English versions are not consistent at all in their naming and stuff like that, so who knows what these things are. But Octopus Battery, Susie. Susie's a pretty awesome name for these things. You'll see them now and then in the games. They don't do much except for move back and forth. These scissor things, again, I always thought it was weird to have two of those scissor things in the stage. It just feels like there should only be one for some reason. Here's, I don't know what those things are called, but I hate them. Those flying things, they always hit me, but I did okay there. And you get some free energy. Oh, hamburgers! If you go through this as fast as you can just ignore the hamburgers. You'll go right through their shots. Like, don't even look at them, just run through. Watch out for the thorns. And they call spikes thorns in this game. I'm like, thorn is something on a plant, right? Maybe it can be something else. Oh, and it introduces Big Eye to you here, even though we saw it previously in Gutsman stage. Big Eye is nuts. I tried to throw some Plox at him. Last time I tried to throw some Hyper Bombs at him. It's almost impossible to defeat him before he hits you. And if he does happen to make any kind of contact with Mega Man, he'll lose 1/3 of his energy. That's a lot. And you can get hit more than once. They're terrifying. But I got really lucky with Big Eyes through this entire playthrough. I've already played the whole playthrough. I'm just adding the commentary afterward. And here's Cutman. Because this is the only time you're going to fight Cutman with these blocks, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it's like to throw blocks at him. Because his weakness is actually the strong arms blocks. I miss with the second one. I almost always miss with one of them. Unless I'm being particularly careful. But it's okay because most of the time I like fighting him with the Buster anyway. All you really gotta do is stand at him. He'll throw his boomerang cutter at you, and then you just jump over it. When he starts jumping around though, he gets kinda hard to dodge, but it's no big. And this episode's over already. I'll see you next time.